everyone. How are you? How are you, Pex?
Fine.
Yes. How's your ECQ experience? I hope yes, you didn't wear your mask. You have to wear your mask. I hope everybody's doing great, and I feel great. Wow. I feel alive still. Maybe a little bit bored, but there's a lot of things to do actually. Ang daming magagawa sa bahay natin. No? By the way, I asked a friend if he can share to us what are the lessons he learned during this crisis. So I hope you will be blessed. So watch this out.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're doing great amidst this crisis nowadays. By the way, I'm Tony G, the safety coach, and I stay here in NCR, and I really miss my family in Mindanao. So I chose to stay here because number one, it would be very expensive to travel from Manila going to Mindanao, and the second one is it would be safer for me to stay here because what if I'm a carrier of COVID, and we are a family of 10 and each one meron na ring mga anak, so it would be very unsafe for me to stay there. Baka magiging carrier lang ako. So ano ba ang mga takeaways natin sa emergency na ito, specifically health crisis? Well, as a safety coach, I feel very glad that I learned emergency preparedness prior to this COVID crisis. Actually, emergencies are unexpected events, just like, for example, typhoons, earthquakes na nangyari sa Mindanao, a series of earthquakes, and of course this COVID. So bago pa yan, natutunan ko na first and foremost, I always have to save for me, for my family. Like for example, 1,000 every salary para ma-include ko for my emergency fund. And also importante that we have resources so that in the event na magkakaroon ng crisis is magagamit natin ito, like for example sacks of rice and also mga essential items. So ang ginagawa namin is nag-i-store kami, and ang nangyayari para hindi ito mag-expire, so every time we buy, like for example mga delata, so yung mga na-stocks na namin at may nabili kami, kukunin namin yung na-stocks, and then yung mga bago namin nabili, yun naman yung nilalagay namin. So, isa yun sa mga strategies that we have. And also, sa lote, kapag mayroon namang mga spaces, so if we have space, we have a lot, extra space a lot, it would be good na magtanim because we can really use that. Like for example, in our case, we have bananas, we have veggies, like for example, mga dahon-dahon, o di kaya mga tomatoes. So right now, actually nagagamit na namin. And I also always encourage my family to spend their time right now because we have a month or more, so that by the time na magkulang man kami ng resources, at least meron kami mga naitanim. So, ano pa ba ang mga dapat gawin personally? Well, in my case, it's really very boring. We have so much time. So, ang nangyayari is, number one, is pwede tayong mag-conduct ng housekeeping or 5S sa ating bahay. Of course, this is a health crisis. So, it is also important that we have to maintain our environment really clean so that the ones living there are also healthy. So, you can also search about 5S. Kasi marami talaga tayong matutunan about that, how to organize, how to make our place na very neat tingnan and very easy for us to find yung mga items na kailangan natin. Number two, I also do home workout. So actually in my case, because here in Manila, unlike in Mindanao, we have good gym na malapit lang. So in here in Mindanao, it's really hard for me because of the traffic condition. I mean, here in Luzon. So, ang ginagawa ko, bumibili ako ng mga devices so that I can have a home workout. So, just for example, this one, I have a skipping rope. the resistant band.
Wow!
And also this one. So I use this every 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. so that I can still be healthy, because this lockdown would really give us mental and physical challenges. So it could even result to illnesses if we don't take actions, kung magiging sedentary lang tayo most of the time. So I usually do that. And also I have a FB page, the Safety Coach. Doon ko pinopost lahat ng mga importanteng information na kung saan there are a lot of people who keep on asking me about emergency preparedness, about yung mga ayuda, mga rasyon. So in that way, I can also help them. And sometimes when I go outside, there are people na makikita mo na who really need. So meron talaga akong nakalagay na like 20 pesos, 40 pesos that I can just give to them. Okay? And also, we have to change that mentality na hindi ibig sabihin na emergency is wala ka nang magagawa. So, always remember, emergency, it means it is an unexpected event. But that doesn't mean na wala kang magagawa. Because the more that you are prepared, the more that you are prepared, the more nakukunti lang yung magiging issues mo once you encounter that. Okay? Because if you're not prepared, like for example, wala tayo mga stock sa bahay, by the time na merong emergency, kailangan mo pang lumabas. So pag lalabas ka, you're exposed to a lot of risks. Like for example, COVID viruses na hindi natin nakikita. Like papasok ka ng mall, you're exposed to that. And what if you're infected with that and then madadala mo sa bahay? So it's really, really, really very dangerous, not only for you, but also for your family. So maganda na naging handa ka. So ang mangyari niyan, kung hindi ka naging handa ngayon, it is important that you have to take down notes. Okay, just like in my case, I really take down notes kung ano yung mga kulang sa preparation ko before. So when the time comes na magkaroon man, of course we don't want emergency to happen, but of course that is reality. In fact, bago pa nga tayo nagkaroon ng COVID, we have a series of earthquakes, and by that time we should have been prepared already. So in my case, kahit na-prepare ako, I know, I admit, merong mga kulang. So in my case, I had to take down notes. Okay, just like in the situation. So I hope what I said to you is really helpful. And lastly, I would like to emphasize that this emergency situation is a test of your character as well as your relationship with others. Number one, kapag you live a simple life, it would never be very hard for you to adjust. Number two, if you are prepared, you are not actually expecting others to help you, or you will not be disappointed because no help is coming. Instead, you will be a blessing to others, because once you are prepared and you are self-sustained and you have a simple life, maraming sobra-sobra sa'yo, that yung sobra na yon ay maaaring maitutulong mo rin sa iba, and you can be a blessing to them. So I hope you've learned a lot from these emergencies, and thank you so much.